This is not just another message. It's a warning. You've been ignoring the signs for too long. Something in your life needs to change. Now, this is your wake-up call. There are moments in life when everything seems normal, nothing dramatic, nothing urgent, nothing that forces you to stop. But deep inside, there is a feeling, a quiet awareness, a sense that something is not right, that something needs to change. And most people ignore that feeling. They distract themselves. They stay busy. They avoid facing the truth. But ignoring it does not make it disappear. It only delays the consequence. Now understand this. Life does not always shout. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it nudges. Sometimes it gives you signs. But if you ignore those signs long enough, the whisper becomes louder, the nudge becomes stronger, until one day it becomes a wake-up call. Now here's the truth. This moment you are in right now, this feeling you have, this awareness, it's not random. It is a signal that something needs to change. Now let's talk about comfort, because comfort is one of the biggest reasons people ignore wake-up calls. They stay where it is familiar, even if it is not good for them, even if they are not growing, even if they are unhappy, because comfort feels safe. But comfort can be dangerous because it keeps you stuck. Now here's something important. Growth requires discomfort. You cannot stay the same and expect different results. You cannot continue the same habits and expect a different future. Change requires action. And action requires stepping out of comfort. Now let's talk about habits, because your life is a reflection of your habits. What you do daily, how you spend your time, what you focus on, all of it shapes your future. Now ask yourself, are your habits helping you grow or keeping you stuck? Because if nothing changes, nothing improves. Now let's talk about time. Because time is moving whether you act or not. Every day, you are either moving forward or staying the same. And staying the same is not neutral. It is falling behind. Now here's the truth. Most people wait for the right time. But the right time never comes. There will always be reasons to delay. There will always be excuses, but waiting only makes things worse. Now understand this. The moment you decide to change, everything begins to shift, not instantly, but gradually, because progress is built step by step. Now let's talk about responsibility, because your life is your responsibility, not your past, not your circumstances, not other people, you. And once you accept that, everything changes, because you stop blaming, you stop waiting, and you start acting. Now here's something powerful. You have more control than you think. Control over your decisions, control over your habits, control over your direction. Now imagine what would happen if you take control. If you become intentional, if you start making better decisions, your life would change. Now let's talk about fear, because fear often keeps people from acting. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. And because of that fear, they stay where they are, even if they are unhappy. But understand this, fear is part of growth. You don't remove fear, you move despite it. And every time you act, you build confidence. Now here's something important. You don't need a perfect plan, you need a starting point. Because clarity comes through action, not before it. Now let's talk about discipline, because discipline is what turns intention into results. You can want to change, you can plan to change, but without discipline, nothing happens. Now understand this, discipline is not about doing what is easy. It is about doing what is necessary. Even when it is hard, even when you don't feel like it. Now imagine your life 1 year from now. If you continue your current habits, what will change? Now imagine your life if you start making better decisions today. What would change? Everything. Now here's the most important message. This is your wake-up call. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now, because you have delayed long enough. You have waited long enough. You have ignored the signs long enough. Now it's time to act. Time to take control. Time to move forward. Because your life will not change by chance. It will change by choice. And that choice is yours. Right now,